Today, we're going to spend one day in the woods eating nothing but Canadian military ration. You probably think this bag is the whole ration, but no, that's just breakfast. We also have lunch and dinner packets of the same size. The contents are sealed in a thick double-layered paper, where the inside is additionally covered with foil. The first thing we see is this huge pill. At first, we thought it was vitamin. But then we realized that if you pour water on it, it expands in size and becomes a big wet towel which you can use to wipe your hands before eating, or anything else besides hands. In the box, we found a thick stick of sweet and creamy Nescafe, and then we got surprised by a real Kit Kat bar, which was very fresh, sweet and crunchy. It's the first time we got it in a ration, and that's just the beginning. After that, we got this tiny fall candy pack of Tic Tacs. Furthermore, we noticed this big brown spoon fork, and I don't understand what all these cloves are for. Next, we open this package with something soft inside. And it turns out to be 2 loaves of soft pita bread. They look very fresh, despite being there for several years. The next package is vanilla drink mix. I guess it's some kind of a drink that needs to be dissolved with water right in the package. Let's shake it well. And it results not in a drink, but it's some kind of a cream. It is quite thick and viscous. It is sweet and tastes similar to some kind of a protein drink from the gym. And yes, I used to go to the gym and do bodybuilding for 2 weeks. This bag we'll use to make another drink, which I hope will be a little more liquid. We pour the contents of the bag into another bag. Its color reminds me of laundry detergent. Now we fill it with water. I think it will have quite an intense flavor. To mix it, we'll just have to shake the bag for 10 seconds. And you know what I came up with? It's not necessary to pour it all into a glass. You may make a glass right out of this bag. Just cut off the top with a knife and you'll get a plastic cup. Well, it's still not the end. The main ingredient of the main course is packed in this sturdy cardboard box. It says that in order to cook it, we need to get a fire and place the bag in a pot with heated water. We also have another similar box, but marked as dessert. These boxes are placed on the sides of the bag and seem to shape it and protect all the contents from damage. This package also needs to be put in water and warmed. Well, okay. Meanwhile, we open this first package and find some pieces of meat with corn and potatoes inside. It looks like cat food a bit, but let's hope it's for people. With some ketchup we put it on the pita bread and get these sandwiches. Although I think this stuff has its own specific name. Maybe some of you know what it is. We take out the second package, and here we have a piece of the pie. I don't know why we had to heat it, but it was very tasty, especially with this peanut butter and sweet jam. We were pleasantly surprised by the breakfast, delicious dessert, Kit Kat, 2 sandwiches and very odd drinks. After picking up the mushrooms we saw while we were preparing a ration, we continued our way. And passing by birches, we found this big mushroom. And if you think this one is big, well, then you really don't know what a big mushroom is. Just wait till the end of the video and we'll show you. While picking up mushrooms, we came across a fallen tree where we found this poutine. Yes, that's what was written on the lunch ration. I wonder what's inside it. Here we see another coffee stick, a spoon with a napkin and Tic Tacs. Then we found a whole Mars candy bar. That's very tasty. I haven't had one in years. The next thing to be taken to ambush is this vacuum pack with dried coconut and banana mixed with M&Ms. Oh wait, these are fake M&Ms. There are no letters on these drops. Then, for the first time in history of our videos, we found yogurt in a ration. This is powdered yogurt, which should be poured with water and shaken like this. Look at that, a real drinking yogurt. It tastes a little different from a store-bought one, but it is still quite edible. We dissolve another saturated drink in the bag, and this time a red one. Actually, you can drink it from the bag without even cutting it. Moreover, you can seal it back up. In the next package, we found another 2 loaves of pita bread. The filling, I hope, will be different. The filling for this pita is supposed to be that of a weird dish called poutine. Let's see what it is. But first, let's test these cardboard matches included in the ration. Unlike the matches from the previous packages, these lit without any problems. In addition, their impregnation let them burn longer than any other. We leave it to simmer in the cauldron, and meanwhile we take out a box with the inscription dessert. We got these slices of peaches in their own juice. It's nice and tasty. Well, the bag is warmed up, and now we'll see what's inside. We cut it open, and it turns out that for Canadians, poutine is a piece of meat with potatoes in a liquid gravy. The meat is of good quality, by the way. Look how tasty and solid the pieces are. We spiced it up with some hot sauce, wrapped it in the pita bread, and got this really delicious thing. I liked it very much. There is also peanut butter, which we will eat right from the spoon with a very sweet jam on top of it. You'll really love it if you have a sweet tooth. The lunch was quite unusual, varied, and delicious. When it was time for dinner, we didn't know if it was possible for this ration to surprise us even more. But yes, it indeed was. The first thing we found was a little bag with a very solid content and a small tab that says "Do not eat". These are pressed and dried pieces of meat in a kind of a sweet sauce, which made them stick together so strongly that I had to use a knife to separate them. But it was worth it, the meat tasted very good. And then another surprise, a bag of M&Ms. And this time, the real ones. I can't even believe that they put so many goodies in a military ration. It looks like a New Year's gift for children than a field ration. Next we have a package labeled hamburger. Oh wow, these are really 2 soft hamburger buns inside. The only thing we didn't know was what to fill it with, so we stuffed pieces of meat in it. We quickly unpacked the main dish and left it to warm. Then we took out the dessert. This time it was slices of apricots in sugar syrup. It seems now I understand how to use these cloves on a spoon. Look how easily the pieces of fruit cling to them. By the way, we decided not to make the hamburger with meat, and instead cut the bun into 2 halves. We squeezed a whole packet of peanut butter on the first one, spread it around, and we did the same with the jam, since eating them without anything was too sweet. We took out a bag with the main course, and here we have pasta with tomato sauce and small meatballs. There are 8 of them, by the way. It is real meat, not just some kind of low-quality stuff. I can't believe that soldiers are given this variety for just 1 meal. If only school dinners served such bags, I would have unlimited energy to study and would definitely become an excellent student. Maybe that's why I'm not a CEO in a company and just wander in the woods and warm bags of food. On our way home, we found several large mushrooms, including this giant king growing near the bush. It certainly weighs more than a kilogram. It's a little old, but not rotten. Do you think I can eat it? Well, tell us in the comments, because I do not want to get poisoned and die.